between the national park and the sanctuary, sanctuary, what I enjoyed the most was getting out of my comfort zone and doing things that I wouldn't have done, on my own. When we were going through the hike, I think I've hiked more through gel than I've done in my regular normal life. But what I enjoyed the most that completely got me out of my comfort zone was when we finally made it to the waterfall and we were all getting in. Well, most of us getting in. I was unsure if I wanted to or not. And seeing everyone have fun and enjoying themselves and just seeing the tour guides, how patient they were and how excited they were for us to get into the water, I decided to go ahead and take a chance and get in. I wouldn't have done it on my own because not knowing where I'm stepping on, for me it's like a little scary knowing that there's rocks and the water. I'm very light and the water current can push me off. The fact that I just completely ignored that and just went in was definitely completely out of my comfort zone, but I enjoyed it. And then for the elephant sanctuary, I got out of my comfort zone again when it came to actually touching them and petting them and giving them food. At first I was very hesitant, how am I going to do this? Because I'm very scared. Obviously, they're a very large animal and I'm one tiny person and I just wasn't too sure, but they were really kind and very lovable. And it just took me a while to finally actually pet them, let alone take a picture with them, but I did it. The pictures, you could totally see me here's the elephant, and I'm over here. But the fact that I did that for me is worthwhile because I know I wouldn't have done it on my own. So what surprised me the most was when I was going through the hike, how there was stairs, but there was also rocks that kind of led you down and led you up. I was just amazed at how half of it's man-made, but most of it's actually nature, and they actually use the rocks as their stepping stone, which that personally surprised me because when you go on a hike it's usually just rock and it's steep, but this one's I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. And for the elephant sanctuary, what surprised me the most was how the whole creation story behind it, how Katavata, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing the name wrong, started off with the owners started off with their elephants and how they wanted to change how they treated them and just want to respect them and give them more life and treat them as how animals should be treated. And when it and yeah, that kind of goes along with hand in hand with my perspective of elephants. Elephants are very sacred, not just here in Thailand, but different parts of the world. And they just are very loving, caring animals, and they should be, respected how we respect our dogs, like our very own pets. So, what I learned about the sanctuary was how it's a big field for elephants just to be free and roam around and be themselves. And when it came to cultural norms, what I noticed was between my culture and the Thai culture, they're very they're very lovable and they cater towards their people like they are. They're great hosts and they care about who comes into their country, who comes into their place, and making sure that they're taken care of and that they are being educated and they're respectful. And then something that I also noticed that's very, very similar, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in my other video, was the architecture and the structure. Just going between, the bus and looking out of the window, it reminds me so much of Mexico.